All right. This will be episode 30. I am Gino, and this is Gray. We got some great stuff coming your way. Tell them what we got, Gray.
We got news. We got all kind of news. We got a little bit of Helldivers update. We're going to talk about Akira Toriyama, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball creator who died, and, you know, a few other things.
All right, y'all get ready because we got a good one coming your way.
Let's get it.
Hello, welcome to GGRated. We hope you enjoy the show. Now here are the hosts.
Subscribe.
Like,
I just wrote subscribe on Hey, guys. Hey, welcome to the show. My name is Gino. This is my longtime friend, Gray, and we are here with another great episode of GGRated. Thank you for joining us for episode number 30. This will be our last episode of season 1. Can you believe we have made it? 30
That's
episodes
crazy.
so far.
30 episodes. That's a big milestone, man. It is March 9th, 2024. We've been doing this. We've been at it about a year, haven't we?
Absolutely, man.
Longer.
It's a big milestone.
I mean, yeah.
So we got to, throw a couple.
Yeah. House party.
That's right. Hey, I want to throw out real quick. I'm wearing a little Ninja Turtle shirt. My dad got me in the mood. We were sitting here watching Ninja Turtles, man, like the old days.
Was it the old Ninja Turtles? Was it?
No, it's the newer. It's the newer one.
Oh, okay.
It was the new. It wasn't the good one. That we consider
Right.
the good Ninja Turtles. Yeah. But I was sitting over here before doing the podcast, Gray, and I'm like, I keep looking at the TV. I see Ninja Turtles on there, like the new one. And I see my dad just all focused in on this show,
He's
and I'm like, it was pretty good. So then all of a sudden I start laying on the couch and I start getting into it. He's like, "Don't you have a podcast to do?" I was like, "Yeah. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second."
That's funny,
So,
man. Like you could have took longer if you wanted to, because I was busy playing Helldivers, trying out the new mechs. So both of us got
Tell me about that
with
real quick,
entertainment.
man.
Oh, it was neat. So, so Helldivers just released the mechs, the XO 45s, and I thought you had to be at level 25 to try it out, but when I got into the game, when I dropped down on the planet, it was there ready to use.
So you actually got to get in one, though?
Yeah, I got to get in it twice. It's got rockets, and it's got a machine gun, and, it stomps around.
Is it
like
unlimited
mechs
ammo?
Do. No, it's
I have so
definitely
many
not.
questions right now. I'm just throwing questions at you like crap. There's how much gun? How much ammo do you have? How's the movability in it? I got so many questions.
You can run through the rockets pretty quick, but man, it's pretty tough. Like you can take down the big bugs; they just blow apart. That's great.
So, do you think the bugs are going to get worse because of that? Like just even crazier because you have mechs now?
The mechs are pretty well balanced because they are weak. Like it doesn't take much for them to get destroyed, which kind of sucks. But hopefully they're going to balance it out some more.
Yeah, they did a big nerf, by the way, guys. If you haven't known, for Helldivers, and my breaker gun, the automatic shotgun, did not make out too well.
Oh, it didn't?
One of the
That's mine too.
Nerfed.
That's my main gun. Dang.
You're too busy in the mech to notice that it was nerfed. Too busy in the mech. But one of the devs actually said it really does suck, guys, when, as developers, I know it sucks. Like, there's no way around it. It sucks when you get your guns nerfed.
Yeah.
So at least they understand a little bit, but they have to do it. You have to have some balancing on the game.
Sure.
But with that being said, man, do you just want to go into, do you have a gaming moment of the week?
I do,
have
actually.
one.
Yeah. Let's do it.
You want to go into it? All right.
Let's go. Gaming moment of the week.
All right, I forgot to throw out. It is March 9th, 2024. Gaming moment of the week. I'm going to go first this time, man. If that's cool.
Go for it.
So, dude, I was sitting there on break at work one day, and I ended up busting out my Steam Deck, and I ended up playing Emulation Station, which has a lot of older retro games. Sometimes I know we kind of go back to it, and you know what game? You'll probably never guess it, so I'm not going to even I'm not going to put that on you, okay?
I want to try. So give me a hint,
What?
and I'll try to guess what it is.
It has to do with racing. I'll give you that, and I'll give you the console. Okay.
Okay.
Regular Nintendo.
Regular
I'll give
Nintendo.
I'll give you 2 chances. 2 chances.
Excite Bikes.
Has to do with racing. Oh, yes,
I got it. Yeah,
you got it. The first one,
yeah.
Excite Bike. We go back way too far. That's awesome. Yes. Man, that's pretty good. So I ended up. I was like, I'm scrolling through. I think I had every game, every ROM in reference to regular Nintendo. And so I looked, and I'm just scrolling through, and on my Steam Deck emulation station, you can have it where it plays a little bit of a clip of the game when you sit on it for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's
so you
cool.
can kind of see what that game's about. And I kind of just sometimes I get bored. I just watch the old games, and you can look at the cover art from like the 80s and the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Excite Bike. I was like, oh, I remember this game. It instantly hit. So I'm sitting here like going quick, jumping ramps. Apparently the bike overheating and stuff. So it was a pretty good time, man. It was short and sweet. You know, you play these games really quick, you know, but it was fun just jumping the ramps again, going really fast, restarting the game, trying it again, trying to beat the time over and over without overheating your bike. It was that simple. You gotta go and a stop. That's it.
Right.
You know, so
yeah,
that was definitely my gaming moment of the week.
That's really cool. And as I remember, you can kind of control the direction of the bike when you're in the air, so you land better on the ramp, or
yeah.
Am I right?
You can slow up or kind of speed up. I think there's a better one on Super Nintendo that does that. Okay. But there's puddles. There's like puddles and different obstacles on the course that you have to avoid. And then you have to change your speed based on the ramp that you're about to hit. Right. It's a very simple game, but if anybody remembers the old regular Nintendo games, these games can be ultra hard. Oh, you know, like exceptionally hard to beat. But the cutscenes are something that, I mean, you have to say like 80-90% of people probably has never seen if you beat a regular Nintendo game, because it's just been so difficult. You couldn't when you died on a regular Nintendo game, you have to restart the whole game. I know, there's no save states.
Right. Yeah, there's only a few Nintendo games that I beat as far as, well, probably not even
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles, yeah, probably that. Mario, of course, you know, those types of games.
Yeah.
But cool. Well, that's awesome. I remember playing Excite Bikes in computer class. Like, that's what really sticks out to me.
Oh, yeah.
We used to play it. But sweet.
They didn't know what they was doing with us. It was fueling our gaming. Fueling our gaming obsession is what they was doing, right?
That's right. Look at us now.
Yeah. We just made it. We made it.
We made it. So, dude, I was also playing a racing game, funny enough. And I was also playing on my Steam Deck.
It has to be the Dirt game.
Oh, dude, you nailed it. Nailed it, baby. Dirt 3, one of my favorite games ever.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Yes.
Yes, so let's go.
I finally, you know, kind of beat it. Like, there's still more stuff I can do on it. But as far as, like, the main levels, you know, there's all kind of extra stuff, but the main levels, like, I got to the credits afterwards and everything. It was really bittersweet because, like, I've played that game for years and years, but I never got enough points to unlock every level to where you can get the credits. And I was sitting there
played a lot
last night. Oh, dude, and it takes a lot of gameplay to get to the end. Like, you have to do a lot of races. Yes, like,
I know you love that game, man.
I do.
That's like your game to go to.
Yeah, because it's kind of like the best balance of fun, physics, and realism. Like, there's a fine balance there. If it goes too hyper realistic, it's not as fun on like a Steam Deck or something, or a controller. But it just kind of hits it just right to where it's fun and still challenging. Like, when you get to going fast and there's trees right by you and you're having to slide just right around these corners and like beat the time of the other people so that you can unlock more points to unlock the next level. And every now and then they throw in some gymkhana stuff with like Ken Block and like that
Wait,
type of stuff. Ken Block. Do you remember Ken Block?
No.
So there's a collection of videos, and I highly recommend you watching them. They're called Gymkhana. So it's him doing burnouts and drifting. There's one in Los Angeles. There's one in England. They're excellent, dude. He actually just died like the beginning of 2023. He got in an accident. But one of my favorite dudes as far as like driving goes. He's a professional rally car racer. Like now his daughter does it, but really cool dude. And
so
he was involved
in
in the game. Yeah. And he was
okay.
involved
So I understand
in the
where you're
game.
coming from now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So man, like, so I spent a lot of time on this game, you know, just trying to like live my fantasies out of doing Gymkhana type stuff, doing rally, doing racing. And I've been playing it like since I was younger, man. And to get to the credits after all this time was like, wow. Like it was just neat feeling.
Has it always had a new game plus, like you said, or is that something they kind of added kind of down the line?
I don't
the reason
know.
I say that is Spider-Man 2, when it released, didn't have the new game plus, and they just released the new game plus. So I didn't know.
Oh, cool.
Do you know when it was released or anything like that, or you just?
Oh man, so Dirt 3.
I mean, just off the top of your head, if you don't, but
it was probably 2004, I would guess. I'm gonna guess Dirt 3 came out 2004, but I don't know if that's true. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm way off. Let's see. Dirt 3.
2014.
PlayStation. It was released 2011.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it was released in 2011. It originally came out on PC, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. So.
Hey, bro, you stuck in the 2000s, bro. Stuck in the 2000s.
Stuck in the 2000s, man. So, you know, it came out a bit later than I thought it did, but yeah, it was great.
Great. But that's cool that you got done with it. And how was the credits, though? I know you mentioned the credits.
So I thought there would be some sort of cool movie or something, and there wasn't. So that was a little bit disappointing. But the last level, you're racing in like Monaco or something up against another person. And afterwards, there's like a bunch of fireworks, and you know you're driving in slow motion, and it's like, "Wow, you did it! You're the best ever!" And then it goes to the credits, and I'm like,
That's
"Okay." But then you can drop down.
You want more?
yeah. So you can drop down on the UI when you get done with that. There's like triangles, and when you click on these triangles, it opens up, and it shows all the levels. So there's more of those things to do. Like, there's a ton more content, but I beat the main content. So, anyways.
Hey, that's another game beat, baby.
Another game beat, homie. That's what I do. Another notch on the old belt, homie. Or there's another notch on the controller, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hang that sucker on the wall, man. Hang it on the wall. Man, do you want to go into and kind of throw a little salute and go into the gaming news? And
let's do it.
Talking about some DBZ, man. I hate to do it, but
let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
This is sad.
Yep.
This is sad.
This is sad. So I have it up on the video, guys. You can see it on the website. Dragon Ball. I'm gonna let Greg kind of talk about it. He is. You know, this right here, let me just throw out real quick, is the Japan manga creator, Akira. I don't want to mess up his name. Go ahead, Josh.
Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, Toriyama.
Legendary Japanese manga artist.
He has passed away at the age of 68. He was the creator of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Of that anime. He was also played a huge part in Chrono Trigger. For the art design for that game, which is could be considered one of the greatest games of all time as well. He is absolute legend in the anime department, and huge influence on a lot of people's childhoods in the 90s. So he would definitely be missed in the anime sector for sure, man. So tell us what you think, man. What's your thoughts on this one?
Man, it is wild. And one memory that comes to mind is, didn't your dad say that he used to watch Dragon Ball back in the day? I remember you telling me about that. Ask him about that.
I don't know if he's there. Dad, hey, didn't you used to watch Dragon Ball back in the day when you was a kid as well? Dragon Ball Z?
No, back then it would be
No.
Dragon Ball.
Just Dragon Ball. Huh? He I don't think I don't know. He said he don't know.
Okay. Well, I thought I remembered you telling me
I
that
thought
back
I remember
in
him
high
saying
school.
he did.
Yeah.
He's half asleep right now too.
Oh, okay.
So
Nice.
he probably wake up tomorrow and be like, "Oh yeah, I played it."
I bet
I
y'all
watched
made
it.
some
I watched
really
it.
good food, and he's sitting there just chilling. I bet y'all made some fire like gumbo or something, didn't you?
Man, no, we had sandwiches, bro. Had sandwiches. We were so tired. It was it was opening day for my son for baseball, so we had that in the morning. You know, we had a lot of running to do. I had to get a new dryer. Dryer went out, so my dad helped me go to Lowe's and hook up a new dryer. So, man, we've been a little worn out today. So, no gumbo. We talked about it, but no gumbo, no crawfish this time. I'm gonna have to bring it. I'm gonna have to bring it to his house coming up here soon and do a little something. You're gonna have to come over.
Oh,
But-
dude, I'm down.
But I got just going back to this. This is huge news. I
Yep.
think.
Yeah, man. Like you
it's-
look. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing with you on that. I think he's such a huge influence on the anime sector.
Yeah.
With this, and to see what he's accomplished and everything in this sector with anime and all and manga and all that. Like, dude, I mean, I think it's going to be a bigger loss than what people really believe it is.
I think so too, because you look at Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, the popularity, you know, they were released in the late 80s and early 90s, and we didn't start getting Dragon Ball Z until Toonami, which, you know, that started coming out when we were in like middle school, and that's really was my first introduction, like more like, I guess, serious introduction into anime and things like that. I might have dabbled some before that, I don't remember, but I really got passionate about it after Dragon Ball Z came out. And I was like, whoa, what is this? Just the way they told stories, his art style, how cool it looked, like the power-ups, man. Like, you know, Goku is just this dude who is just good-hearted and just loves to fight. And then you have Gohan, who, like, man, that dude is powerful and he doesn't even know it, you know. And just I would say my favorite time watching it would be when Dragon Ball Z started. You know, it started with the Saiyan saga, and that was just, man, so good.
Man, and you talking about with this
Vegeta,
was before the
Nappa.
Frieza. Yeah, with
Yeah.
Vegeta, Nappa, and all. When Vegeta comes in trying to, you know, conquer Earth, I guess you could say.
This planet is history.
Absolutely. So that's I mean, that's epic in itself. My favorite is the Frieza saga.
Yeah.
Because he goes to what kind of related to me so much, even as a kid, as a teenager, is even at the brink of like giving up, you know, he losing his friends and stuff. Remember, he lost Krillin. Remember, Frieza killed Krillin.
Oh yeah.
And then he
And
just
that sent him
powers
over
up
the
and he
edge.
becomes he sent him over the edge and gave everything, and that is what brung him into being a Super Saiyan, you know,
Yep.
defeating this villain, you know,
Yep.
and saving his friends and all. So that was just epic in itself. And that story has been retold numerous times from video games and everything.
Mhm.
And it kind of relates with Gohan. When you mention Gohan, the thing that I think of the most, especially growing up with Dragon Ball and everything, is even him just not giving up. They'll get beat up, you get knocked down, right?
Mhm.
And they always have this situation of getting back up and helping the friends, and
That's right.
you know, being kind and all this kind of stuff. So it's always a good message that they put out with this show. It's not really bad. You know, you had your funny quirks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They had your funny stuff that was kind of like, I see what he did there. But
Master
the messaging
Roshi,
was
you know,
always-
being a perv and all that stuff. It was funny. That's more Japanese humor than anything. But,
absolutely.
man, and I remember too, so Akira Toriyama also did the art style for Chrono Trigger, which honestly, as far as RPG games go, and I think it originally came out on the Super Nintendo, Chrono
Yes.
Trigger is one of my favorite games ever. It's on my top 5 list. Love that game. Love
Absolutely.
the story.
Mine
love
too.
the art style. It is excellent, and he had a hand to play in that too. And I was looking at something today, or maybe it was yesterday, about how much his art style influenced other art styles. So if you compare Gohan when he's a teenager and he's in like Super Saiyan 2, if you compare him to who's the guy off of Final Fantasy VII, the main character, is it Cloud? If you compare him and Cloud, they look a lot alike, and so you can
and I got a picture up of it right now, and you can tell by the hairstyle. I mean, even the hairstyle,
and
the
like
way that he's
the
fighting
outfit
in Chrono
too.
Trigger.
There's a purple outfit with a Cloud and Gohan that look a lot alike. But yes, even Chrono Trigger, the hair and everything, he's got his very distinct art style, which is fun and honestly just cool looking, man. Like, looks so cool.
Man, how much did we, even to this day, my dad in the family, he's a really good drawer. Like, he can draw really good. And I kind of can pick up from that a little bit. My wife tells me all the time I can actually draw kind of decent. And I remember you and me, like, we used to draw, like, DBZ was the thing that we drew in high school a lot of times, just in junior high and high school, and just draw Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even till today, I can kind of take that art style. If you learn that art style with Dragon Ball Z, you can incorporate that into, like, I can draw Sonic the Hedgehog. I can draw all these other characters because I got the baseline of, like, the face and all that stuff because of the
those
art style that he uses.
And eyes,
eyebrows,
that kind of triangled off look on the face, and it's man, it's something special, dude, and he is gonna be missed. Like, it's truly the end of an era, dude. Like, and I think there's some new Dragon Ball Z content coming out where everybody turns into children. And I don't know how much he had a part to play in that, but that might be the last thing that we see that, he
probably
had a hand in developing. So very sad, and he's going to be missed.
We're going to have to hit up some Toonami and hit up some new Dragon Ball Z in reference to that.
For sure.
Well, man, off on the sad segment, you want to go into, let me do a quick announcement on the gaming news with a game on a major game for Nintendo Switch. Nintendo is releasing. It is going to be Princess Peach. I'm going to play a quick trailer real quick, if you don't mind, and show everybody what this game is about, and I'll talk about it real quick.
All right. Ninja Peach. So it looks like a platformer, right?
Yep.
So I saw a Ninja Peach. I saw a Cowgirl Peach. It looks interesting enough. Sword Fighter Peach.
It's the first time they have a major mainline story with Princess Peach.
Detective Peach. So it looks like she's in the castle, maybe. It looks like the level design is interesting. Because it looks like different rooms of the castle.
It is a platformer, though. It's including Ninja Peach, Cowgirl Peach, Sword Fighter Peach, and more in this game. Yep.
Yeah, but the as far as the levels go, it looks like she's on a stage or something.
Yep.
Showtime. So Princess Peach, Showtime. So that would make sense. She's on a stage, and
she's got different kind of
story,
different roles and stuff that she plays.
Yeah.
As a platform to get through the game. I think it's going to be it's not going to be like on the same scale as Mario, obviously.
Right.
But I think what they're trying to do is branch out just a little bit, in reference to kind of adhering to the female audience a little bit,
right.
And I think that's always a good thing, unless you do like an MLB for the show. They released, I get what they're doing about you can create like female characters and all that in there, but a female is not going to be able to hit a home run in the Major League Baseball field. It's hard enough it'd be hard enough for me to hit a home run. It's just, anyway, it's not going to go into all that.
Right.
But That is going to be released March 22nd.
Girls. Let's hear it for the girls. Yeah.
Let's hear it. Golf clap. There we go. Guys, there is a demo out on the Nintendo Switch right now. So if you do want to try out this game before purchasing, make sure you download it. It's going to be on the eShop. You can download that game and try it out for free before you purchase that game. But honestly, what I'm probably going to end up doing is waiting for a sale and pick up this game as well a little bit later on.
Or you could pirate it and get sued by Nintendo. So there you go.
Yeah. Just don't name yourself Yuzu. You know what I mean?
No.
We should have said it. We said the word. What you got? What you got for us next, man? I heard you got some pretty good news for us. Some good news.
Yeah, it was just that quick Helldivers 2 news. It's gonna be quick.
About Ghost. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do you want to talk about that first? Do you want to talk about Ghost of Tsushima?
Throw it out to him.
Okay.
Throw it out. Another announcement.
Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima. Which is funny because I just had sushi tonight. I don't know why that's funny, but it sounds like Tsushima.
What are you saying, man?
Ghost of Tsushima sounds like it's got the word sushi in it. So
sushi. Okay, I got you. I follow you now.
Ghost of Tsushima is coming to PC. Let's see, in a blog post,
May 16th.
it was announced, that Ghost of Tsushima, the director's cut, will launch on PC on May 16th. So I'm super excited about that. May is just around the corner. And I've been waiting for this game to come to PC because I don't have a PlayStation and I really want to play it. I'm into the whole aesthetic. I'm into Japanese culture. I'm into the Japanese look. You get to be a samurai traveling around. It looks gorgeous. It looks awesome. And I'm going to have a lot of fun playing it on PC. That's the news for that.
So it does say this game is absolutely beautiful is what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
I have one of my sergeants that my supervisors that has played this game. He said it is gorgeous. It's worth the play 100%. Everybody I hear from it. What it says is a storm is coming. Venture into the complete Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut on PC. Forge your own path through the open world action adventure and uncover its hidden wonders. Brought to you by Sucker Punch Productions, Nexus Software, and PlayStation Studios. So this game was highly rated, guys. Highly rated. So if when this comes out, I would definitely be day one probably buying this game. Definitely.
Yeah. This one is one that I will spend full price on just because I've been so excited about it. So
Helldivers 2, brother. Bring it in.
No, I was just going to say, so the Ghost of Tsushima, the developers who brought out that game, Sucker Punch Productions, are also responsible for some other games that I love. Infamous 2, have you ever played that?
Oh, yeah.
Infamous, where you had the powers, I think, of like electricity or something. Yeah, so those
everybody wants another one. Wants another Infamous game.
Yeah, Infamous would be sweet. Another one up. I think you would like suck the electricity out of the wires and you could travel on them and stuff. It was
PlayStation 3 game, man. PlayStation 3.
Yeah,
PS3.
classic.
Yeah.
Infamous Second Son, Infamous 2. So they were responsible for those games. Neat. All right, moving on. So I got some Helldivers 2 news. This is some, and as popular as this game is, this might be like a weekly thing because it is still very popular. But Helldivers 2 boss, Helldivers 2 boss says players unlocked mechs 4 times faster than we thought, and are now calling in so many XO45s that the servers are struggling again. So let's see. In a tweet, Helldivers 2 boss Johan Pelestid revealed that players cleared Tien Quan and unlocked mechs 4 times faster than we thought. It only took about a day to get the factory planet liberated, so I'm assuming the devs at Arrowhead were expecting players to unlock the XO45 sometime this week. Hell hath no fury like divers with a mighty need for big robots. With the successful push from the community to take Tien Quan and the subsequent enabling of the mechs, our servers have had a hard time coping. The team is aware and doing what they can to mitigate. So this comes from GameRadar.com. GameRadar.com has this news, and that's what I've been reading. I think that's pretty cool that players are still excited about this game and are bringing down so many mechs that it's messing up the servers. That's great.
So we're back to square one right now with the servers, is what we're pretty much saying, which is a good thing.
Well,
Though.
I
That's
didn't have an
awesome
issue getting in just a minute ago, so it might have been like first thing or something.
Just for a little bit, everybody hearing that the mechs are out and they jump on it real quick, just to try it out.
And one thing about that I was saying earlier is that to unlock mechs, to be able to call one down, you got to be at level 25 just to even have the option to buy it. But I guess they're letting people try it because when I landed on Planet, and I'm only like a level, 12 or 13 or something?
13, 13, 14, something like that.
Yeah, 13, 14. So I had the option to drop one in, and I was like, okay, I guess they're letting people try it. I don't know. So I dropped one in and started blowing stuff up, and it was great. So
I'm going to have to hop on that tomorrow night for sure.
Yeah, man.
Have to. Well, like he said, guys, I'm with him. I'm 100% support on him about dropping some Helldivers news to y'all, because that is a game that we are fully invested in right now of trying to get up to level 25. So y'all stand by on deployment on your ship, whatever you need to do, because we will be coming to you with news possibly every week with a little update that they have. A little update, like I stated earlier, is a lot of guns. I don't have all the list of them right now, but they have been nerfed on Helldivers as well. Their word of advice is to throw more stratagems. So there you go. Straight from the devs. Throw more stratagems, blow some stuff up.
There you go.
The next thing of news, the last bit of news I believe that we have, I wanted to kind of throw out to you. So me and Gray kind of got into discussion. Gray, Josh over here likes to use Messenger a lot. He is an Android user. A lot of people do. I know I always mess with Gray because I can. But
I have a reason, and I'll tell you in a second.
He uses Messenger. I'm an iPhone user, right? Yeah. And I was telling him, he was like, "Well, it's Messenger is probably more secure than text messages." Well, he looks. No,
like I was saying that email is probably more secure, is what I was thinking.
Than text messages. Yes, that's. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. So I told him, I said, "Okay, look." I said, "I don't know if you know this, but Apple actually came out with a more secure way of sending text messages, which is the most advanced security feature that can come out, and it's called PQC. So if we go to the video scene over here, you can kind of look at it. I'll zoom in on it right now, but you have different levels, okay? And it actually tells you what levels that you're at. And level 0, you have like Skype, Telegram. This is based on encryption, okay? The cryptography, I guess you can call it. I'm not an expert on this, guys. I'm not going to say I'm an expert on this, but it's in reference to being able to hack into and get your data and information, right? Because everybody sends their personal data through text messages, photos, family pictures, all this stuff. So messages are very, very important to make sure they are secure, right? Can we all agree with that? Android, iPhone, that's what we want, right? So if you look at level 1, end-to-end encryption by default, that's like your WhatsApp. Everybody knows what WhatsApp is. That's what iMessage was actually on. That is what Android is on as well with RCS, right? Level 2, all right, is Signal PQXDH. I don't know what that was. But what happened was what iMessage was on, they actually went to level 3, which is PQC key establishment. So what I've been told what that does is it gives, if there's a key that they find out to get into it, it would literally give you and make a dummy key to give to that hacker, and it constantly changes. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't have a key where, hey, it's there somewhere. If they find it, they got access. They might have access one time, but the next time they go to use it, it's going to change. It constantly changes your passcode pretty much for your iMessage system, which is absolutely crazy. It's ridiculous. And just to think that this is just the beginning, you can look at the future for authentication purposes, for those PQC. Mm-hmm. And Apple is actually the only one with iMessage that has that kind of security feature, if that makes sense. So I kid when I use Android and Apple and all this. I agree with you. I really want it as well as when you send me a picture, Josh, that it would be the best quality picture you can have instead of looking like it's from 2004, right?
See,
like we are.
Okay, so right. So here's the thing. This is my beef with Apple is that the reason why if an Android user tries to send a picture to Apple, the same thing happens in reverse. If you try to send me a picture, it's going to be jacked up. And that's because they chose not to play nice with each other. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with the phones. It's like they don't want us to be able to send pictures to each other. And I think that's dumb. That's stupid.
It is.
Like, honestly, I think maybe,
I agree it is.
Here, let's test this right now. Like, maybe I can send you a picture through Android,
good,
and I think it comes out good, but I think if you try to send me one, it comes out blurry. So that's my beef
send me a
with...
picture. We're going to do this real time. That's a good question.
Yeah, we're going to do it real time.
So if he sends me because you don't know if things changed and stuff like that. There was talks because of the European Union, I think so
is this picture blurry?
What it's called,
I sent you? And I'm gonna send you a video too because those.
No, it's actually not. No, it's not blurry at all.
So it isn't blurry at all. So,
but then we have to go into the discussion. We have to go into the discussion though, Gray, of is it? Let's talk about how good the cameras are. Right? Is that what you go into next?
Maybe. So now we need send me a picture. Well, I mean, I have a pretty good camera on this phone, so I don't know.
I know.
But you have the iPhone 10 though, so I don't think I can compete with that because they do have really good cameras on them.
I have did you say the iPhone 10?
10, I don't know, dude. Yeah, 10. Is it 10?
The 15. The
oh
15
my
Pro
gosh.
Max, bro.
Okay.
People's gonna think he has an iPhone 10. What?
See, that picture you sent me is pretty good.
Yeah. They probably know we're talking about them.
Yeah, they probably know we're talking about. What about that video I sent you? Oh, it sent a link to Google Photos to you.
It did send a link.
Okay. Well, maybe it's trying to find ways around it. So here's when my mom used to send me pictures or videos she would send me videos from her phone over text, and it'd always be blurry. And that's because she had an iPhone. So I would be like, you need to just do everything on Messenger.
Yeah, you told her no more.
Yeah. But now it looks like it's fine. I got a picture
it could
from
be
you.
But are you on Wi-Fi? Are you on Wi-Fi though?
I am on Wi-Fi, yeah.
It might have to do with cellular service. I don't know, guys. But
okay.
I will say this. Let's put it on a professional. Well, let's put it on this level though, because this happened even last week when I have guys that work with me. When I work on the police force, right, as an investigator. So we take pictures on scenes. These are important pictures, not just family pictures and all, right?
Yeah.
So when we do that, sometimes I'll tell, hey, send me that picture of that scene or this situation or that situation. And if they have an Android phone, I literally have to email them that picture or send it to somebody else so they can give it to him. Because if I send it to him and he tries to secure that evidence as evidence now, he can't do it because it's just terrible. It's just low quality. You can't see what it is. And it looks horrible. I mean, let's not even get into the discussion of group text. Yes, group chat. And let's not even get into that. It might be the group chat situation.
It might be, but because it's trying to send it, I don't know why it would even matter. It's why can't they just play nice together?
It's petty. Yeah. It's petty, man. It's just petty. But man, I know. Okay. You got anything else for us? Yeah, we're all disappointed. That was it. We have so many bad news.
I thought there was going to be more to complain about, and it's not fun anymore. Yeah. It's okay. I mean, Apple's fine then.
I think we're trying to be nice to each other right now is what it is. Because guys, if you don't realize, me and Josh all time. Sometimes I really think I get them upset sometimes because I'll sit there and be like, yeah, that's probably you got an Android or something,
Yeah, I'm
and he's like, shut up. He's to the point now. He's just like, shut up, man. Please, like, don't stop
What's up,
saying
bro?
something. But I will say this. Listen, I will say this. So I have a teenager, right? All right.
Uh-huh.
And they know, all I'm going to say is they know who does not have iPhones. Like,
Oh, yeah.
so much so, Josh, so much so that they would be like, hey, what's in that? Yeah, don't add her to the group. She don't have an iPhone.
Oh my
because
gosh.
Because they'll say they can't change the name, they can't change the group name, they can't add or remove members from the group chat. So they're like, just message her on the side. Like, I'm like, are you kidding me? He's like, no, seriously, we can't deal with that. Like,
Exclusivity.
so they would deal with only iPhone friends in groups.
That's
and
funny.
they won't invite the Android users. And they have no, they can't help that. Like you can't help it. I feel bad for them.
I mean, I could help it, but I don't want it, dude. I don't want it. Don't make me.
Look, Blaze is on that side too, and I will say this. I'm going to say this to end this. Okay.
Okay.
Is the I wouldn't say hardware, but the software, a lot of the software, I don't know if you can say even software, but I will say the advancements of Android is always ahead of Apple. I just feel like Apple hones that advancements in a little bit better, but it's so much later, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the features Android has way before Apple. And I believe I don't think anybody can argue that. I really don't when it comes to features.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, sure. Like, I think having your own ecosystem is a big deal, and there's a certain trade-off if you want more freedom like you have with Android. You're not going to get things to probably run as smoothly. You might have to do a little bit more tinkering. So there's definitely a trade-off, and like I think it's just whatever you're into, but here's the thing that bothers me is when there's people that are just like, oh, you have an Android, like you suck, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, come on. And it isn't like you. Like, I know that you're joking, but when there's other people like,
you're right.
Oh my God, it's the
right.
best ever. I'm like, no, it's just like a preference, man. Get out of here.
I mean, in this, like I told you with the kids, and I'll play the outro when we go there. There's kids that they start putting it on a level, right? Like an entitlement level. But there's other kids that are just like, I don't want to deal with them in Messenger, right? I don't want to deal with them in the group. Like, I want to be able to edit my group, kick people out of my group. So there's two different kinds of people, guys. But hey, this is a great show, man. I think we covered a lot of news this show, man.
Rip Akira Toriyama. Rip, homie. Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace, man. You are a legend. Guys, it's only fitting that we end it talking about him as well on our 30th episode, end of season 1. Is there anything you want to say before we close this thing out, Greg?
We're doing a Spartan race next weekend. Cheer us on. Post in the comments. Hit us up with a comment. And if you're going to be at the Spartan race in Atlanta next weekend, dude, hit us up.
Conyers, Georgia, baby. Conyers, Georgia.
We'll be doing the sprint race. As you can see, I got my hair ready for Spartan. I'm going to braid it.
Yes.
So I look like a Spartan.
Viking.
Yeah, Viking look. It's going to be great.
I love it.
It'll be fun.
Love it. Guys, we will not be doing a video next week. We will be taking a week off. We're going to be rebranding the next logo for our season 2. So y'all,
we're going to do a Spartan race, and then we're going to both go camping. It's going to be great, isn't it?
I like how you threw that in. I see what you did there. Guys, y'all have a good one. Make sure you like and subscribe. We see y'all in season 2.
Later.
Peace. All right.